Hello and welcome. I'm going to show you today this Le Voyageur motorhome, luxury motorhome on a Mercedes base. It's the XH7.9 GJL Heritage. This thing is going to cost nearly 212,000 euros. It is well, let's have a look at it before me, without me saying things about it. Right, so it's got a double floor as we come in. So it's got a 26 centimeter double floor, you can see down there, and it's the same in that one there. Here, as we come in, we can also get a good idea of what the indirect lighting looks like, which I think is quite attractive. I think it's very attractive. Table there, which is in half position at the moment, but it doesn't appear to be very big to me. Maybe it's me. I mean, it may be enormous in a camper van, but in here I think they could have put a big one. But not everybody wants a big table. I want a big table and other people don't, so it depends what you want. That bed though is really very chunky. I think they should have gone for a much lighter solution, because what it does is it affects the view. It affects the fact when you're sitting down at the front and the chairs are turned around, and they're pretty good chairs. I think really nice, but it's sort of the whole ensemble. I think the chunky bed actually ruins. That's just my opinion. You've got the screen there. Mercedes, very nice. Also, we'll find we've got storage running along the top here. 2 burners, you can have 3 if you want. You've got a sink, which is there, and you've got spice storage. I think it's spice storage, or maybe it's for small bottles of washing up liquid in there. Recessed window with blackout blinds, and of course a mosquito net extractor there. I'll show you this whilst I'm here. There you go, bit of storage up there. Kitchen block here. On the other side, here's the freezer unit. There is the fat fridge from Thetford. Storage there. Aircon units there. Don't really quite understand why they put an aircon unit there. I thought it would have been better off further down, but maybe there isn't really a position, so that would that'd be the answer to that one. There's skylight in the shower, always handy, I think, to air your shower. And central drainage. Now this thing here will move across, goes there. There's the toilet, there's the Roman bowl, and there's the mirror, another skylight there. Very good. Now coming to the back here, this is a bit odd, which Le Voyageur does. This is a double bed, or it's 2 singles, but it's not a German layout. What you can do is that these things here will slide across and meet in the middle, and that will make a double bed. Is it better than a German layout? Well, it means you don't have to carry around these extra bits of mattress with you. That's the advantage. Disadvantage, to me, it seems like a bit of a waste of space, but anyway, space here for the television. Here we've got more storage, and in the corners we've got a huge amount of space being wasted. Well, I can't stand space being wasted. Window at either side, and we've also got storage under the bed as well. Let's come back out here. I'll take you around the outside. Sorry, I'm trying to do this somewhat quick, so I get in as many vehicles as I can. Of course, if people say they're interested in something, I can come back later and or later event and film it in more detail. A door with a window in, bit of storage here for the dog's lead. That's a nice leather thing for the dog's lead, and something else for the dog can go in there. Fuses on the outside. Can't stand fuses on the outside. In my opinion, it should be in the inside, because when you change or move some on the fuse, it's always when it's raining. Here is this wonderful rear garage. there we have outside shower, the dog shower, and electrical connection, which is actually, it's one of these things where you can actually, it's relatively secure. Come round here. Doors the same size, both sides of the vehicle. You've got more storage underneath. Now, and there's obviously, as you expect, there's the door here as well, which oh, it's very nice. I like that door. Also, on the other side, the way it's been done, I think that looks quite good. I know it's possibly not possible, or I could do with a electric window on the other side, on the passenger side, when I'm driving. It'd be nice to have a little bit of a breeze going through sometimes. Anyway, that's just me. I know it adds considerably to fuel consumption, which incidentally is right there. Now, Le Voyageur is part of the Pilot group. Here's Pilot, and this hall here has got motorhomes from the Pilot group, and so this, however, also includes Frankia. Now, for my taste, and everyone's different, but for my taste, for that kind of money, if I had that kind of money, which I don't, I'd much rather have a Frankia vehicle, certainly far more my style than this one here is. I also think they're more practical, but that's just the way I am. And anyway, so as I pointed out one or two things, including negative things about this, but if you like this vehicle, you might want to see more of them, because I filmed a number of vehicles from Le Voyageur, and so you can find them on this channel. I upload every day at 21:15. That's my time. I live in Poland and in Germany, so Central European time, so it's 20:15 in the UK, for example. And I also have started uploading most days at 1800, but that's just like a little video, what they call shorts videos, a video in portrait format, which is a place I've been to, or maybe just a quick walkthrough of a van like this, less than 3 minutes. Anyway, so that's what I do. If you're interested, you might want to subscribe. This is the largest collection of motorhomes and campervans on YouTube. For the moment, from me in Germany, thanks for watching. Bye for now.